Alrighty, how's it going, everybody? 01 of 1. Back again. Space engineers. Working on our space dock, I guess. But I checked the audio. Audio is moving. Looks like the video is moving as well, so that's good. Now about this thing. I've been thinking about this, actually. This is going to start getting really hard to build. Once we start getting to the point to where we're only moving out a single block. Now, maybe it'll be fine. Maybe it'll be fine. I don't know. But maybe it won't. So, question becomes, if I can't build the dome yet, what should I do? Because every block that I place here is going to be placed manually, right? So we're talking probably hundreds of thousands of blocks that are going to have to be placed. This is going to take a long, very long time. And I don't know how interested you guys are in seeing me do the same monotonous things over and over again, or if you're going to want me to do like more fun things like building crazy ships or something like that. So it's kind of a question as to what you guys want. Because I mean, I can go ahead and I can finish this dome, but it's going to take a while. And by a while, I mean like a while, like a really long time, while. And then the other thing that I'm trying to think of is, like, how big does this need to be? Because, I mean, if you think about it, if all of my buildings are about this size, I have enough room for maybe 2 more in there, right? And so then you have 2 here, 2 there, 2 there, 2 there. So that's 8 buildings plus maybe another 3 on each corner. So that's another 12. So 20 buildings in here, right? Unless I make them smaller. But then the other thing is windows, right? Like eventually we're going to want some sort of window structure on here somehow, right? So I'm just kind of, I don't know. I wish I could find like a better way to do this than what I'm doing. Viking, welcome, with his customary 2 party emojis and a cheers emoji. So I'm trying to think of like efficiencies, right? Because I mean, I can do this and it does work, but it's very slow. And I'm just trying to think, like, is there a way? And honestly, I don't think there is. So what I would do ideally here, if this, worked as I expected it to work, I would put the welder that's on here, I would put that on a rotor. And that rotor would spin counter to what that one does, right? So that way, no matter where it is around here, the welder is always facing that direction or towards me or whatever, But, and then, once I have that, then I can put a projector on there and project a block just below it. So that way, whenever that, hits something, it tries to place it, right? And then it welds it, obviously. But the issue with that is that a projector can't change the projection based off of the local grid. At least not that I'm aware of. So, I mean, we could place one and see if there's any kind of option like that. I don't think there is, though. So if I go over here, and I'm going to have to look into here, check out that little projector thing. Projector. Okay, so show only buildable, vertical offset, forward offset, pitch, roll, yaw, scale. So then the question becomes, like, I've got no way to get that thing to actually match, you know, the actual local grid, right? So then the next question is, would it be easier for me to just calculate what each of these things is and just go around and build them so that way I don't have to place so many blocks and then remove so many blocks? And would that even be useful? I suppose it's kind of the other question. And I'm trying to find the answers, and it's not exactly easy. And then plus I want to put some solar panels up on here somewhere, some way, I don't know. And I don't know, I'm just thinking about all of the different things. And what I want to do, I can't really do in the way that I want to do it, which is kind of annoying, actually. And so now I'm wondering if maybe I should shorten this thing to about half height and then go all the way out to there, because I can still put in buildings, relatively tall ones, right? And then it would look, I don't know if I want to say better, but it would look, I don't know, it would look more space-like, whereas this is like a full, quite literal, you know, sphere. I don't know if that's exactly what I want. So I'm just thinking about all of the things. And I don't know if I should be thinking about all of the things or not. But I don't know. So let's just do a count again. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 here. Okay, so let me grab symbols, numbers, and then we'll do, I don't know, fancy. 1, 3. So that's at 13, right? 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Okay. So then if that is true, next one should be 33. So 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43. Okay, so that counting is accurate. Of course, now I have to take these things off. Wait, no, isn't 42 the answer to everything, not 43? So is that why all of my stuff is off by 1? I have no idea. But that's 43. And that's 44, 45, 46, 47, 48. So let's say that I stop at 48, right? So that would cut this down substantially. But then if I took this 48 and I doubled it out to go out this way, so now I have to count the other way. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 and then 20 would be this one, right? So that would go there. And then we would have to go back to here. Okay, so that's 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, and 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96. Okay. So if we went from 48 up here, right, out to 96, we would still go out the full length of all of this. So then that would technically be that color because it's not a 10. All right, so let's get that off, and then we'll take this piece off as well. And then, all right, so then if I were to cut off everything up to that point, I mean, we could still put in some pretty big buildings, right? And we would be able to put in, I think it would look better if we did it that way. And it would also be easier to actually build up, which, you know, I'm a fan of. All right, so we're gonna take that off. We're just gonna basically break everything down. Okay. That should be taking that all apart. And of course I run out of energy right as I get rid of my medical bay. All right. And now from here, once we find our 48, get rid of that block, and then that should take apart everything else. Should. I don't know if it will. Yeah, it will. Okay, good. So then we'll redo our stuff. And then, so if we go 48 to 96, right? We won't have to do as many circles, which is good. And it should work a little better overall. So now let me throw my medical bay back in. Nope. Do it like that. There we go. All right. So now that is slowly taking everything apart, which is what we want. All right, so now I have to figure out how to get all of this other stuff working. So let me bring up my site. There we go. All right, so if our width is going to be, okay, so if we're going out 96, right? So we'll take 95 times 2 plus 1. So it'll be 191 for our width. This will not be a circle. And then our height will be 48. There we go. And then we will zoom in. Oh, yeah, that's a lot less blocks to do. It is a ridiculously small amount of blocks to do. I like that a lot better. Dude, you have no idea. Okay. Okay, so now we just have to figure out how to get all of this stuff back on here. So yeah, the amount of blocks that, or the amount of circles that I'm going to have to make is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 before I start hitting the straight 45s. So that is a lot less. Now, granted, these are going to be a lot bigger, so you got that part going not so great for me, but I'm thinking maybe, just maybe, I'll be able to do something with this. Now, the other way of doing it probably would have cost me 40 to 50 circles that I would have to make. This is 16, right? So immediately, huge savings. And I'm all about efficiency and saving time, so if it requires that I redo things a little bit, I'm okay with that. Alright, so now I need to make sure that this thing gets up high enough. Now I'm still going to have to do the whole, you know, placing all of the blocks and everything, which is going to kind of suck. But I mean, that's just going to be the way it is. Alright, so then I'm going to need, let's see. So welder's going to take up these two, which means that we're going to have to go for the piston here, and then the angle would have to go here. Okay, so then this one can be the rotor, I think. All right. Now I have to count how far out I have to go for this. So that's from the middle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 is how far I have to go out. Okay. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and then 19 is going to be the corner. So that way we can go downwards. And then I'm going to need the piston. And then I'm going to need the welder. And then I think piston number was 0.37. I mean, we can still use that info because, you know, we know it works. All right, and then from here, we just have to build outwards. Is that going to be too close? I don't know, I'll have to look at that. All right, okay, so we're going to need to set up another button for the bob. Turn the bob off, so button. Where's the sci-fi button? Whatever. Isn't there like another button, or is that just the panel? Oh, that's the panel, it's not a button. Okay, gotcha. All right, okay, bob. Bobs, bob 1, bob 2, spaceport bob. On, off. All right. So bob is now off. Now we gotta see. Okay. Nope, that is too close. It's a good way to fill up though. Okay, so this has to go up another. Okay. Alright. So then we'll get rid of that as well. Dr. Close Enough says, "Hey Zero, how's the meaning of life coming along?" Not so great, I guess. So I decided to redo the dome and make it shorter, but still just as wide. Because, I mean, like with the amount of circles that I would have to do on the other one, that would have taken forever, whereas this one it'll easily cut the time to a quarter to a fifth of what it would have taken otherwise. So I'm just trying to, I don't know, figure out the right way to do this that makes it look the best, but also gives us the least amount of time spent doing it. If that makes any sense, because, I mean, I'm sure you guys want to see me do other things than just building a dome, right? Alright, so that can go that way. Carl says, "Hey, hello, my stream went long. Stupid riddles I can't solve getting me flustered." Dr. Close Enough says, "Hey, hot fire warning, Carl." I'm assuming that there's a story there. Alright, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And then we need to go downwards. Alright, and then piston. And then welder. Alright, so now we'll do this again. 137. There we go. And then this gets turned on. Good. Alright, then that gets reversed. That is on. Good. Alright. Let's see. LOL says Carl. Dr. Kilsonov says Carl keeps ignoring heat damage warning and forgets to refill it, so he takes damage and nearly dies. Carl says, "I was burning alive on a planet looking for my living ship, and you know how it goes, haha." Dr. Kilsonov says, "But I helped with the riddle, so woo." And Carl also getting his custom shirt here shortly. That's cool. I wish I had custom shirts. That'd be cool. Alright, so I don't know how far out this is going to go. Alright, so we're going to set this to... let's do like 3. Oh, right, and I have to turn off the bob as well. Okay. So let me throw all of this into here. Sorry. Into there. There we go. Oh, I should probably keep that, huh? Get rid of that. That'll work. Okay. And then I can pick up all of this. Nope. There we go. I think I missed one. There we go. All right, good. Okay, so now we're gonna have to go out a bunch this way, right? So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And then that one I can't do anything with either. There we go. Okay, so that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Is that going to hit? Yes, it will. Is that going to weld? Yep. Excellent. And it welds up the whole thing too, which is great. All right, sweet. All right, so that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay. Let's see. Dr. Closenough said, I just finished making it on stream today. All the D&D nerd cred. Carl says, I take a dude where's my turtle shirt. Nice. Dr. Closenough says that that heart was not well placed because I only saw part of that sentence and was like, maybe not say that in chat, Carl. And it's like, oh, never mind. And then, let's see. Carl says, I moved it to read it how you saw it. Yeah, I see it. Dr. Closenough says, LOL, you good, Carl. Alright, so I don't know how far this is going to have to go out. I'm just assuming that it's in here somewhere. Something. Oh, there it is. Interesting. Okay, apparently my energy is critical. Should probably get that fixed, hey? All right. So, let's see. Dr. Cosino says, I mean, you are a mod. I didn't have to tell you. It's more what my brain said. Couldn't help but laugh after I had a momentary panic of confusion. Carl says, this is the perfect end to my great day. I tell you, I'm glad we're all here and you guys exist. I am too. Alright, so we know that... Ooh, no, that one was there. I don't know. Wait, no. What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. Hang on. Crisis. Just ignore me for now. I don't know. I'm just kind of guessing at where all of this is supposed to go. Seems like it's a good call in here somewhere. I don't know. But I figure, you know, you do it 5 wide, you're bound to get something correct in here, so... Sure, that'll work. Dr. Cosino said, yeah, you had a productive and emotionally refilling day today, Carl. Emotionally refilling, huh? Apparently that's all the blocks I have space for. Alright. Let's take a little ride on our little welder here, see how it's doing. Uh-oh, we might need a block there. Might need a block there too. This is exciting, right? Let's see. Carl says, by the way, Doc, is the shirt already all put up, or could you send me a photo to post in the Discord community art channel? Dr. Kosinov says, shirt is in the office, but I can take a pic tomorrow when I go to package it for shipping. Carl says, okay, sweet. Nice. I'm glad that the Discord is getting use, you know? That can go... That needs to be welded. That can go, that can go, that can go. That needs to be welded. That needs to be welded. Alright. Yeah, didn't I say that like some of this might need like some extra block space-ish? I don't know. Oh, and this one's like completely missing. Ew, and I'm out of blocks. Okay. Just needed some more plates. Alright, so let's get this kind of rolling a little bit. I don't know, somewhere in there. You know what I could do? That would make this go faster, but it would be a little bit more annoying. Okay, so that. Oh, crap. No, stop. I messed up. Stop, please. That's welding up everything, isn't it? Dang it. I mean, it's welding outwards first, right? So it's not like it's the end of the world, but... Okay. It's going to be really annoying if I have to do this all manually. But anyways, I put one of these things on here, right? And then that gets built up somehow. I need to hop down here, get some more power, get some stuff. All right. Now, of course, this is not going to immediately reconnect there, right? So that's fun, but maybe I can just kind of cheat this a little tiny bit and then do like a little merge action here. Then we'll build that up, and build that up. Okay. Now we'll go down and collect what we need. There we go. Now everything's reconnected. All right, sweet. So what I wanted to do here, instead of this whole nonsense, is build another 4 arms. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Right? I think so. And then that goes to 19. Actually, you know what I could do? Instead of putting that on there, I could put this on here instead, so that way I can just build off of this, and then I don't actually have to change. Well, no, I still have to change stuff. Dang it. It's fine, it's fine. I'm Just trying to find like easier ways to do things. I'm trying to be lazy. It's not letting me. All right, so how do I... let's see. Carl says, it's slowly growing. I get notifications now and then of people joining. That's cool. It's nice to just talk about the latest and greatest Zero content, like the fact that our guy here didn't die today in Stationeer's episode today. Dr. Gilsnow says, I'm trying to remember it all, Carl, but I think your day was getting modded on Violet's channel. Me introducing you to another streamer that shares your passion. Truck is now working. Custom shirt of yours was made. You streamed. I rated you for your first time. You completed a goal, and you have been working on stream with NMS and now in Zero stream. Is that all of it? And Carl said, yeah, I didn't want to brag, so I'm glad you did it for me. I'm pretty happy. Man, you guys are just busy. Crazy. Okay, so here's my issue currently. I need to build out, which requires the bobs, right? But the bobs are currently going to try to build everything that is connected to this, which is not ideal. So I have to tell the bob to turn on, which then of course is going to build all of that stuff, but then it's also going to destroy all of that stuff. So kind of sucks a little bit. But we'll put that there, and then before I forget to do this over here, we'll do that over here. Try not to die. All right, that should be okay. Let's see. Dr. Colston says Zero officially approves of the bromance. Gotcha. I mean, whatever floats your boat. If that's what you guys want to do, I don't care. You do you. I will do me, and then everyone will just get along, and it'll be good. All right, so I don't know why this doesn't like automatically moving over when I click on things, but it's a little annoying. Interior, there we go. Okay, so see, like I'm double clicking and it's not like moving stuff over. It's kind of annoying. Whatever, it's fine. Let's see. I remember you saying something like that before Zero. Figured I'd just embrace it for the lols. Nice. Carl said, yeah, and this year's resolution was to do more things that I'm passionate about, like D&D and modding streams and making content. I was inspired originally walking into the something almost a year ago. The little chat heart thing is blocking the CL something something word that's in there. Clan? Clan? Maybe that's the word. All right. Okay, so. Nope, need that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. All right. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Make sure that is correct. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay. And then grab one of these little guys. There we go. And this can go on to here. All right. Now piston. And then welder. I need alloy plate. Uh-oh. Let's see. Oh, chat. Okay. Carl says, walking to your chat. Dr. Cosino says, chat. Carl says, that's how I met Doc, who in turn introduced me to a new inspirational person today, so the chain keeps going. Heart bump. Okay. Hopefully your heart doesn't bump around too much. I don't think that's too healthy for you. Alloy. Okay, can I just like move 10 over? Thank you. All right. There we go, and that goes there, and that max distance 0.37. Then we tell it to reverse. We tell that to turn on, which it is. All right, good. Have I done that over here? This is on. This is. Oh, right. There we go. And then piston. Welder. Good. Excellent. That goes on. This max value goes to 0.37 and reverse. Good. All right. Now we tell this thing to spin in circles. And we can have it go a little bit faster because we got 4 of them now, so that should be interesting. And then maybe I can just kind of like follow where this thing goes. Oh no, I gotta turn off the bobs. Dang it. Hang on. Let's see. Dr. Cosino says, definitely not my AI inspiration though, but the good kind of inspiration. I love how unhinged it can be. Carl says, just moving chat out of the way of the heart, lol. But sure, my heart is full too, for sure. Nice. All right, so Bob off. And we got another guy over here. Except we have to change the color of that. There we go. I don't know if that got anything. Maybe it got something. Who knows? And then we'll just kind of, I don't know, go over here. I mean, how fast could this thing potentially go, right? Could we bump this up to like a 1? And just be like spinning welders everywhere? It sounds like fun, right? Okay. Then we'll wait for this one to come along, see what it decides to do. Doesn't really build very quickly though. I wonder if that needs a block there. I don't know. Okay, so, oh, hey, I just took damage from the welder. Should I make a rule about, you know, you gotta drink if I take damage from a welder? I feel like that might be kind of funny. Let's see, Dr. Colsonov says, not for reading. It's built to be weird, so that's expected. It's an interesting saying, I suppose. Okay, so we're kind of like out here now. All right. All right, so that took like nothing. Okay. Okay. Oh, no, that one is where it needs to be. Oh. All right. I'm sure that's roughly where this needs to be, right? Somewhere in here. I don't know. Let's see. Viking says yes to drinking. All right, then I guess we all got a drink. I have a hot cocoa. It's not scalding hot this time, so that's good. Dr. Kosanov says, you say that about the welder, but I already took a drink of my pina colada, so I'm for it. Dr. Kosanov said, LOL Viking, you get it. Carl says, it bends. It's worse enough, so you're like, it's kind of not wrong, but it's wrong, but not, and it leaves you scratching your head. It sounds very confusing. Alright, so we're fairly good out here then, I'm assuming. Nope, that one needs to be built. Alright. That can go. 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 So can that, and that, and that, and that. Okay, so is that what this weird thing looks like? Wait, this doesn't make sense. One of those has to be welded, right? Unless it goes like literally right in the middle. Aha. It is the it's neither of them. What? Why? How does that even work? Okay, so in the case where the welder goes quite literally across the very, very center of this thing to where it doesn't weld on either side, I guess we weld the outside one? Is that how that works? I don't know. We'll just call that good, right? What are you doing? Are you... Yeah, we'll just let you kind of continue doing your thing. Let's see. Well, I mean, if you had that particular job, Dr. Kosanov, and you became a revolutionary, or if you revolutionized your craft, we'll say, to be generous, I mean, that would be inspirational to those who aspire to be, you know, that. Late. I have 55,000 plates in here, by the way. It's a lot of plates. Okay, so we gotta go out to here, I guess. Except for that one. That one doesn't need to be there. So that's kind of like out to here, I guess. I don't know, I'm just guessing. And then of course this has to go out 3, and then these two, I think. And then it's like out to here or something. I don't know. No, there we go. Sure, that works. We'll just put this in here a little bit. See where it goes. Eventually everything will get welded, right? Dr. Kolsonov says, LOL, that is accurate, 0. I was thinking more along the lines of how back in the day had a significant geopolitical control. Yes, well, I mean, isn't that the case with every king or ruler or anything? There's always that gentle whispering in the back of their minds telling them to do certain things. I mean, there is a reason why the queen in the game of chess is the most powerful piece. I don't know. I mean, I've always been fully aware of the power dynamic between, you know, men and women, and I know that women are maybe physically stronger, but they are the weaker sex. That's just true. Okay, that should cover that entire journey. Maybe not here. All right. All right. Let's see, Carl says, honestly, Zero, I have even more respect for how much content you make. I'm tuckered out. Yeah, it's, I mean, I wouldn't say it's hard, but it does require a mind that does not need rest. Or even better, if your mind is incapable of rest, like mine, then it's a little bit easier. But I mean, my brain never stops, like not even when I'm sleeping. So just keeping myself busy is the only thing I can do to keep myself sane. Otherwise, I will go crazy. Oh hey, we're like missing an entire row of blocks here. That's cool. Dutch Gosino says, right, now you see why I was amazed when I learned Zero streamed every day and made videos. I only stream 3 times a week and it's exhausting. I mean, for me, like, this, like, if I can kind of bring you guys into my headspace here, when you have a brain like mine that never, ever, ever, ever stops, and it's always going, the only thing that you can do to rest it is to focus it on something. Right? And so in doing these videos and doing the streams and stuff like that, this is actually resting my brain because it causes me to focus on just one thing instead of like 50 million things. So in a way, this is me resting. Carl says, yeah, I can't even doc. I'm going to go slow, work my way up to y'all. But I get that Zero. I was busy all day today, and as you read earlier, and it felt like the perfect day. Yeah, I mean, as long as you're like keeping yourself active, like even if it's just mentally active, I mean, just makes everything just better. I mean, like, because you're exercising your brain, you don't get that fog that most people get. Because then they have to work through the fog in order to get their brains working again, but that's because, they let their brains rest too much. Whereas with me, my brain is incapable of resting, so I never have to worry about it. And then, of course, I drink an energy drink every day. Gotta get my Monster in there. I get the white cans, so that's the no sugar ones. I think they're the tastiest ones, and they're also the gentlest on my stomach, which is nice. Because I was drinking the black and green cans, like the original version for a while. And then I started getting, like, ridiculous heartburn from it. And it's like, I gotta change something. So then I just quit it altogether. And then I found that in doing so, like, I could still function, but I normally operate in, like, parallel processing, like I'm always doing multiple things at once. But when I didn't have that influx of caffeine, I found that my ability to multitask was severely diminished. So, and you're just not getting welded, are you? Okay. And so then I found the white cans, and it's like, oh, hey, these are actually pretty good. Oh, and my stomach likes it too? Huh. Win-win. Alright, so that's got all of the things. Good. Yeah, what's going on with this? Gonna have to help me out here. Alright. But yeah, so the reason why I'm able to do what I do with as much as I do, my brain doesn't stop. Simple answer. It's a genetic quirk. It's interesting how these, even though they're spinning in a circle, right? They're not actually the same. I mean, these two look like they're the same. This one is not. So, like, this one would need another block right here to be the same as the other ones. And then over here, this one is most definitely not right, but might also be that some of these are not getting welded when they should be. But yeah, so like this side is like different from the other ones. It's weird. So I mean like this, oh wait, no, that one is being welded, okay. Okay, now that looks the same. Yeah, I think that's good. Alright, well, there's that one done. Do-do-do. Uh-oh. All right. We'll put like 100 in there, I think. Should cover me. So yeah, so the ceiling is going to be a lot closer, but it'll still be like just as wide as the other one. So I think overall this is going to be better. Yeah, that looks pretty good. This one still is not getting welded. Pretty sure it needs to be though. And then that side's clean, that side's clean, excellent. All right, so what I can do now is to fill up this entire space with solar panels. Now, what would be interesting, though, is if these solar panels could tilt towards the sun, at least in some small way. But I don't think I'm going to be able to make that happen. So, and then assuming that I want to ensure that this entire thing can be pressurized inside. Do you know how much oxygen? That's going to take so much oxygen. It's going to be ridiculous. But it'd be really cool. So yeah, my day today. What did I do today? So I went to work. Worked on one of my projects, and I got to the point where I couldn't continue because I needed information from other people. And then all of the other jobs I double checked up on. I think I've got like 6 other jobs, I think, that are all currently ongoing. So once again, that parallel work schedule thing. So I checked up on all of those, and those are requiring, so they're paving jobs, right? So when a road contractor or a city or something, they want to improve a road, right? They can't just rip up the concrete and then put down new stuff, right? Because you've got communication companies, you've got power companies, you've got gas companies. They all have stuff under the ground, right? So if you dig too deeply, or if you don't mark where things are, or you dig in the wrong place, you could either hit one of them and cause a rupture. In the case of gas, that could potentially lead to explosions. If you hit electricity, considering that it's going to be tens of thousands of volts most of the time, that's electrocution. So what all of these people have to do is they come up with all of these CAD files, right? So what do they use? What's the most, it's like not Autodesk. Some sort of like utility specific one, but it's like from like the most popular brand or the most available brand out there. Very, very, very expensive too. And so they make up these plans, right? And these plans can be anywhere from a few pages to several hundred pages. I think the longest one I ever got was 367 pages. And then inside of these CAD plans is basically every single foot of work that they're doing is accounted for, right? So they have to put down, we're going to do a saw cut on the concrete here, then we're going to do a mill and overlay, or they're going to do like a new base. Aggregate level or something like that. And so like everything is in these plans. And so what we have to do as a utility company is we have to take these plans, look at every single page in there, figure out if there's any conflicts, right? So a conflict is, let's say that they want to dig a new ditch line, right? They want to dig it down another foot. And that's just to help with drainage and stuff like that. And so the problem is that there's a gas main under there. And then there's also electric services that cross under there that feed houses, right? So if they dig down that extra foot, we're not going to have proper clearance to our facilities, or there's a potential that they could dig into our facilities, which either case is bad, right? So we come up with our design, right? And then we have to come up with something called a work plan. Now, this work plan explains what we want to do. It goes off of, so they have this measurement thing called stationing, right? So at the start of the project, that'll be 0 feet, and then every 100 feet or whatever, it goes up to like 1, right? So 10 would be 1,000 feet, 20 would be 2,000 feet or something like that, or maybe it's 10 feet, I don't know. Something like that. So like 100 feet would be 10, station 10, 200 feet, yeah, I think that makes more sense. And so like we have to go through all of this stationing, and so we're at like station 168 plus, wait, no, I think it is 100 feet per station. Yeah, I think it is. So like station 168 plus 57, right? So that would be 168 times 100. So that would be 16,800. So that's like 3 miles into it. And then plus 57 is another 57 feet on top of that, right? So that gives you, from the start of the project, the exact distance and location of where they want to do that thing. Now, from the stationing, we have offsets, right and left offsets, right? So let's say that we're at station 168 plus 57 and then 47 feet right? So how you figure that is behind you is going to be the lower number as far as the base stationing, right? So 0 is going to be behind you, and whatever max station 200, 300, whatever is going to be in front of you. And then if you put your right hand out, that is right. If you put your left hand out, that is left, right? So then if you say at station 168 plus 57, 47 feet right, we have a conflict, right? So that tells them exactly where in their plans we have that conflict. They can immediately go there, check it out, look at it, and be like, oh, hey, there's a secondary service that's feeding a house here, and we're trying to dig down 2 feet. Well, if we do that, we're going to be ripping right through that cable. So what we have to do as the utility, right, is we come up with our plan, and we put it into a thing called a work plan. And then this work plan includes all of that stationing crap that I was just telling you about, along with a design, right? So we do our own designs. And that says, okay, at this location, we're going to abandon this cable here, and we're going to put in a new one, and we're going to bury it an extra 2 feet deep, right? And so then we have to get all of those conflicts set up in the plans. And then once we figure out what we want to do, when we get a design ready, we throw all that in there, and we send that back to the road contractors. Now, what they have to do is they have to review our work plan against their, print sets or their plans or whatever, and make sure that what we are planning to do is going to solve the conflict that is anticipated, right? And then if all of the conflicts are solved, they approve the work plan, and then I can come back and actually finish the design on my end and then get that out to our crews so that way they can go and actually do the work. Now, what happens is if they don't approve the plan, or if they find some other conflict, they send it back to me and said, hey, I see you got all this stuff, but what about this over here? And keep in mind that each of these little communications takes like a week, right? So you send in the work plan, and like a week later, they come back and it's like, oh, hey, this all looks good except for this over here. Can you fix that? And it's like, okay, so then we got to go to that place, review it, see if it's actually a conflict. If it is an actual conflict, then we have to go and adjust our plans, adjust our designs, put everything back together, and then send it right back to them so that way they can improve it again or review it again. And then if they finally approve it and they send it back to us, we finish our design and it goes off to our crews, and then they build it, right? So I'm in that space to where I have completed my work plan. I have submitted it to the road crew, contractor, designer, people, whatever, right? And they have to review it and get back to me and say whether or not I have solved all the conflicts. However, I'm in that waiting stage in between stuff with all of my jobs where I've submitted, I think, 5 work plans of the 6, and I'm working on the 6th one today. And the one today, oh my God, the one today. So these people, right, whatever they did for their survey to figure out where all their stuff was, it must have been done years ago, because we had one of our major projects jobs. So major projects just means that it's a big job, like several miles of work. And so we had that, and that was in 2020, 2021, right? So a few years ago now. And I was looking at their plans, and they don't have any of our new stuff in there, which means that whatever survey documents they were doing or whatever survey they called for was done years before that. And so, like, I sent them an email today. It's like, hey, by the way, you don't have like any of our new facilities in here. You might want to fix that and maybe get everything resurveyed. And then they got back to me actually fairly quickly, which is good. But they're like, oh, no, we just sent surveyors out for like the intersections and where we're putting in those storm pipes and stuff like that. And yeah, we're not going to send out another surveyor. But if you can send us the as-built. Now as-built it's not an actual word, right? But it's like a jargon word, right? So as-built is just a design paper, right? PDF, whatever you want to call it, right? That has been built and then marked up by the crew with what they actually did. So let's say that I've got 330 feet of like a primary cable, whatever that's going in, and then when they went through there, they found that it was actually 340 feet. So then they would cross out the 330, put in the 340, and then they would do that for the entire design, and then that whole thing, whatever. So I had to go through and find the project. So I went to the project lead, and he's a designer like me, right? Slightly different title, but same as me. And I've been leads on designs too, so I know what he's supposed to do. So I go into the folder on the computer where the overview, which kind of displays the entire area, is supposed to be, and it wasn't there. Now, this particular designer I've had problems with many times because he doesn't do things the way that everyone else in the company does it. He does it his own way. And it's only that one guy and that one service center that does it that way. And like last time I tried calling him out on some stuff, and it's like, hey dude, like according to this document, this procedure that we're supposed to follow, you have to do this, this, and this. And I'm looking at what you've done here and is not done. So what's going on here? And then he writes me an email and basically just rips me apart, saying, oh, you have no idea what you're doing. You haven't been here long enough. I've been here for 30 years and blah, 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 blah. I know how to do this and blah, 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 and you're wrong. And like, you need to learn how to do this stuff. And I'm like, oh my fucking God, dude. And like, there's one thing I can say about emails is that intentions do not carry through with emails. So if you're trying to be funny, some people who know you might read that as you are intending, but people who don't know you will read that as you being something other than funny, right? And that's usually not good. So like I was trying to be like kind of silly, like because that's just kind of my normal, personality. Like when I'm talking to this guy, and then he just goes crazy on me, and I'm like, dude, I don't care if you've been here for 30 years. If you can't do the freaking job, you are a bad designer. And it's just, I actually had to have my work mom calm me down because I was livid that day at work. Like I was sitting there, I was like huffing and puffing. It's like, oh, this, like I want to swear right now, but we're on YouTube. But this MFer, like this guy, like I brought up the procedure and it's like right here. It says right here he's supposed to do this. He didn't do it. And he said that I don't know how to do my job. It's like, are you freaking kidding me? And I was about to send him another nasty email back. And she's like, you know what? Step aside. I'll give him a call and we'll see what's going on. And then, of course, she did. But she's friendly with the guy, so nothing actually came of it. But it didn't escalate, so I suppose that's something. Anyways, that guy. Yeah, not a fan of that guy. So, this was the guy that I had to go to find the stuff that he should have stored in the folder that he didn't store in the folder. And it's like, hey dude, do you have this overview? I looked in this folder where it's supposed to be and it's not there. Do you have it somewhere else? And then he's like, oh yeah, well if you check in this system, it's in there. And like if you check in the lead, we have like work requests and that's how we divide everything up. So if you check in the lead work request, you'll see it in there. But you know what? I'll just attach it here. That's easier. And I'm like, dude, all you had to do was send it to me. You didn't have to say all this other crap. And it's like, okay, so I could have checked the other system, and that is a place where you're supposed to have the overview, but you're also supposed to have the overview in the planning folder because that's what it's for. It's for the planning, right? But you didn't have it in there, and it's like, I don't know. But then again, it's a union job, right? So a lot of these people are protected by the union. They're can't swear. They're bad designers. They are not very good at their jobs, but they're protected. So you can't really do anything about it, which sucks. Now, I'm union too because I don't know, like basically against my will, right? Because the deal is if you're not a union member, as you're going into the job and going through the apprenticeship and everything, they don't assign you a mentor, right? So they give you a job and you have no one to teach you how to actually do the job because you're not a union member and teaching is a union thing, right? And so I'm like, okay, so you guys are telling me that you're going to steal $160 from me every month just so that way I can get someone to actually teach me how to do the job? Great. Yeah, I'm not a fan of unions. I'm really, really, really not a fan of unions. But I got no choice. So now, granted, now that I know how to do the job, I don't technically need the union anymore. But with the way that the company works, especially the corporate hierarchy, right? They prioritize union members over non-union members. So if there was a layoff, guess what? Guess who goes first? Not the union people. It's the non-union people that go first. So now I have to be in the union just so that way I can keep my job in case there's a layoff. So that's dumb. Super dumb. But it is what it is. Anyways, let's count this next one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 blocks out. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. All right. Now, as far as like the paving stuff goes, because that's like a higher skill set or requires a higher skill set, not every designer can be a paving designer, right? But you don't get any more pay for it. You don't get any additional responsibilities for it. It's just you're expected to do the job because you can, which, again, dumb, but whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, and a bit of good news, I suppose. The calculator that I am designing at work using Microsoft Access, which is Visual Basic for Applications, VBA. It also uses a little bit of SQL in there. So one of our lead, I don't know if he's a lead engineer, but like one of our head engineer guys, whatever, one of the ones who actually knows what he's doing, apart from some of these guys who have no freaking clue. He is getting mad at designers because they're required to submit a calculator, which is an Excel worksheet currently, for these poles called trident poles. Now, these are fiberglass poles that are designed to bend with tension, right? And so in areas where you can't put a down guy because either customers don't want it there, or there's a sidewalk in the way, or there's a road in the way, or some stupid thing like that, we use these trident poles. And so what you do is you put the trident poles in there at an angle, and then the angle is opposite the pull of the tension of the wires, right? So that way when the wires get pulled up to tension, the trident pole is bent back to straight. So, and then, the trident pole holds all the tension, and then you don't actually need down guying. But we have to do this calculator, right? And we got no training on how to use the calculator. We got shown the calculator, and we were told that was our training, which is BS. And so this engineer guy is like, yeah, like all you designers, you don't know how to do this, and blah 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 blah. And I need like a really good calculator that makes it like super easy for them, so that way they don't have to think about it, and blah blah blah. And he's just like ragging on designers, and he's like talking to me, and I'm like, dude, you know I'm a designer, right? And I'm building this tool for you because you can't do it yourself. No, I didn't actually say that, but that's what I was thinking. Now, I'm sure the guy's a smart guy, and he's an engineer, right? Which means that he's got at least a 4-year degree, whereas I just have 3 2-year degrees. I'm sorry, I'm not a bachelor, whatever. But I'm designing this calculator for him because he doesn't know how to do it. And so then he's like, yeah, I want it to be like super, super easy to use and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, so I got this. What do you think? And like, he's looking through it and he's like, oh, well, I mean, can you make it do this, this, and this? And he's like, yeah, I can make it do that. It's like, oh, well, I mean, we got to check those calculations and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I took the calculations directly off of that worksheet that you sent me. So whatever the calculations are on that worksheet, that's exactly what's in here. So I'm pretty sure the calculations are good. He's like, oh, well, I mean, we're going to have to test it anyways. So, you know what? I'll buy you lunch. I'll come over to where you're working and we'll spend a day on it. And I'm like, okay, dude. I mean, hey, I'm not going to say no to a free lunch, right? And then Kurumi no Kitsune, welcome. Kurumi, something fox. I'm not sure what Kurumi means. Hello, how are you? And I'm sorry, I'm just like ranting over here instead of building. I should probably get back to building. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There we go. All right. Sorry, I have a lot of feelings today, I guess. I don't know, man. It's like, okay, let me put it to you this way, right? Like, I'm a relatively smart guy, right? Like, I know this. Maybe it's not, good of me to say that, but I'm fairly smart, right? And when you have to deal with people who have higher degrees than you but are stupid, do you know how stressful it is? Like legit, like how stressful that is? It's like, and plus I got like some of our supervisors, right? So, wow, what is wrong with my throat? Hold on, let me drink something. This is what happens when you complain too much, right? Okay, so one of my supervisors is a really, really, really good BSer, right? He can talk up a storm, but then when it comes to actually doing his job, do you know what he does? He's like, oh, I mean, can you like put something together and then send that to me? And so like he does that a lot, right? And it's like, dude, you know that you're the one who's supposed to be doing this, right? No, of course you can't actually say that to him, but, and then it's like, okay, I'll send it to you. And it's like, okay, great. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. And it's just, it's annoying. It's so annoying. Actually, I don't even need that here. I need to delete those. All right. Wait, do I even, you know what? I don't even know what I'm doing right now. I'm just gonna go around here and mess around with things, and we'll see what happens. Okay. But it's like, how did you get this job if you can't actually do the job? Right? Like, I could do the job better, and I'm not a manager or a supervisor. It's like do I need to do your job for you? Is that where we are right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And then 14 will be one of these. And then what I can do here is just set this thing down, a block, and that's how I'll do this. I don't know, man. I'm complaining too much. Like, I think I have, like, a legitimate reason to complain. Like, I feel like I'm justified in my complaining, but at the same time, it's like, you guys didn't come here to listen to me complain. You guys came here to watch me build stuff. So I'm just going to do that. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so I'm on 11. Okay, so I'll take some of those. I'll take some of those. Take, I don't know, a few more of those. Sure. Let's see. Carl says, I can almost understand someone living their way into a good-paying job. I think he means to say lying their way into a good-paying job like that. But why, when I hire a dishwasher, I feel the same way? And you don't need a degree to wash dishes. I mean, you don't need a degree to do my job, technically. I mean, you could be a high school student and probably do my job. Now, the only thing that's difficult about my job, like the actual design portion of it, is actually fairly easy. It's just CAD, right? So computer-aided drafting, relatively simple. What's difficult, though, is knowing all of the standards and the procedures and how to deal with the municipalities and the state and the counties and blah, 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 and knowing how to deal with erosion control and right-of-way and like all of these different branches. Like, you have to know all of this stuff. There's a lot of knowledge there. So one of the sayings that some of the more lazy people at work do, lazy designers specifically, is they will say, you pay me for my knowledge, not for my efficiency, or something like that. And it's like, oh, so you're admitting that you're a terrible designer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and then 14. But I don't know. I suppose the only good thing about my job is supervisors who we report to only get paid slightly more than we do. And that's only if they become senior supervisors, right? And then engineers, I think engineers get paid more than we do. Probably substantially more than we do. But supposedly they have a more difficult job, but I call BS on that. But whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. And this can go down. Excellent. I'm going to do this one more time. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. All right, piston. So we'll do that one. We will do that one. We will do that one. And that one. And then welders. Sir? There you go. Okay, so there is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. So now we're going to take pistons. So all of these ones, which are part of the local grid. Max distance is 0.37, and we're going to reverse. And then we're going to take all of the welders. We're going to turn them on. Here we go. All right, so we are ready for our next circle. All right. And we'll get up to meter per second. It's going to be going really, really fast out here. But I mean, like, already I can tell that, like, I mean, this, just going out to, like, this second circle here is probably bigger than the 4 circles that I had built up there. Oh, right, I still have the bob on. Gotta turn the bob off so that way the welders can do their job. There we go. Bob's off. Okay, so I'm thinking probably around in here somewhere. I feel like I have to sneeze. It's annoying. Oh, no, we're out here still. I think that needs to be in there as well. Okay. Alright, go out to here. I'm trying to like look at where the path of this thing is going and try to only place blocks like where this thing is actually passing through. It's like, it looks like this is kind of like more over here now. maybe, I don't know, here-ish. I think that's roughly where it needs to be. Okay, a little bit too far over this way now. I mean, we're pretty much keeping in line with where the welder is going, so I mean, that's good, right? Yeah, and then at this point, we're just kind of like here, I guess. Now I could slow this down a bit, so that way it, you know, takes less passes. So if I were to slow this down to 0.3, should definitely give it enough time to go over just one of these things. And that looks like 6 out, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know. How far out do we have to go? Yeah, look at that thing go. It's nice. Carl says the spinning welders was a good idea. I mean, it's the only way that I could get this thing to work, to be honest. I mean, otherwise it's just like, I don't know, man. All right. I need more plate. Also, we're at 8:30 already. Huh. We'll get this circle done, and then I'll probably head off for the night. I don't know if I want to record another video, like maybe Ascension or something. I'm not sure. Let's see. Carl says that I thought they'd shock you more times than they have, so that's too bad. Haha. Well, I mean, you can drink anyways, right? I mean, I'll drink right now. I'll call that a community drink. And then Carl says, yeah, Ascension, you got to roll a new character still. I've got one that have already prestiged, like, so I rolled it back to level 1. And I think it's up to level 45 now, so I've got another 15 levels. And then once I get there, I'll do a recording, and we'll see how it fares in the Mana Storms. And if it works out, great. We'll see how far we can push the Mana Storms. If it doesn't work out, then we need to figure out a different build. We'll have to prestige it again, and we'll roll another one, and then hopefully we'll get something that can hit really, really, really high Mana Storm levels. That is the idea anyways. Oh, and I'm going to institute a new rule. So, Carl, as moderator for the channel, you will be expected to fully enforce this rule. And so, this rule is going to be that for any time and for any reason, a watcher, someone who is on the stream and actively participating, can, once again at any time, call for a community drink. In which case, everyone who is watching and paying attention will then have to drink whatever beverage they have in front of them, whether that be a pina colada or a hot chocolate or a glass of water. Carl says, nice, it's a lot of fun to play and to watch. That it is. But, so Carl, are you comfortable with enforcing that particular rule and ensuring that people not only know of the rule, but that they actively, you know, take part in it? Mech Dragon says, I call forth a community drink. There you go. So I will take a drink. Viking, of course, does his little cheers emojis. Good stuff. All right. So now I wonder if, do you think I should put like a timer on that or something? Because I mean, like, if you have like 20 people in the chat and like every 2 seconds they're calling for a community drink, I mean, I'm not gonna have any time to play. So maybe we'll do, each person is allowed one community drink call every half an hour. That should give, I mean, I'm not going to have like 50 million people on here, so that should be all right. At least I think so. I hope so. I don't know. Okay, there we go. And then Carl says, oh yeah, that seems easy enough. Good to go. Sweet. We have a new rule. So once again, for the people who are watching, if you are watching the streams and you are actively participating, meaning you're having a chat, you know, talking with the other people, you are allowed to call for a community drink once every half hour. Now, on this community drink, provided everyone has a drink in front of them, they are required to drink it. Once again, it doesn't matter if it's water or beer or a pina colada or a shot. If someone calls for a community drink, you must drink. Now, that in addition to the other gameplay-related community drinks, in which case, if I, in the course of my designing duties, make a mistake and I open up my helmet, like for instance, if I were to do it right now, and I take damage, like I am taking damage right now, then that immediately calls for a community drink from everyone. Dr. Kostanov says, Zero, you could add that as a command in Streamlabs easily, just need to set a trigger. I have no idea how to do any of that, so I would have to do a lot of research and learn how to do that. And he says, and set a 30-minute timer. Carl does his coffee emoji. Nice. And then I think that can go there. Good. All right, so that, I believe, is good. And we have one more quadrant to do over here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think this has to go out this way a little ways, and then we can go like kind of more into this over here, maybe sort of, I don't know. All right, so I'm thinking I'm probably too far out. So let's just bring that in a little bit, see where we end up. Yeah, this one's definitely a lot messier, but I'm just trying to get like roughly where this thing is supposed to be. Carl says, it's easier than you think, Zero. I did it and I was stumped by a 5th grade riddle today. LBVS. LBVS. Which means... Oh, whoops. You, sir. Do not be there. All right. So Carl says it's easy. Okay, so hold on there, buddy. Okay. So Dr. Closino says, Streamlabs, turn on StreamBot. Okay. I'm assuming I have to go to the Streamlabs website to do that. Hang on. I'm going to cover up the game screen. You guys are going to see what I'm typing though. So Streamlabs. Okay, so Streamlabs. Then I got to do a login thing, right? Login. Login with Streamlabs ID. I'm assuming it's this. I could be wrong. Oh, it is right. Okay, cool. So we're in Streamlabs on the dashboard. Go to the dashboard. Okay. So let's see. So Dr. Closino says Streamlabs and then turn on StreamBot. Okay, give me a second. And no, I don't think that's it. Multi-stream club cam theme, nope. Resources, no. Want to stay more consistent with streaming? Oh, there's CloudBot. Wait, do you mean CloudBot or StreamBot? I think that's different. I think they're two different bots. Okay, so there's another CloudBot thing. A chatbot to moderate and more. Do you mean CloudBot? Hold on. Oh, CloudBot. Okay, so it was that. All right. Give me a second. Okay, so let's go CloudBot. Okay, so CloudBot on. Okay. And then let's see, turn on CloudBot, go to commands. Okay. And then we have to create a new command. Okay. And then add aliases. We'll call it community. No, wait, is that in the template? No, command. Okay, so community drink. Can it be multiple words or just one word? Or just drink? Just drink? Okay. Drink. Okay, add aliases. Can I, like, how do you do like separate it by a comma to do multiple ones? So I want like community drink in there too, in case someone, you know, types in that. Okay. Set chat response message. How do you like make it so that way it does the word of the person who did the thing? Is there a thing for that? And then there's reply in chat or whisper, permission for everyone. And then I'm assuming we have to go to, okay, so then user cooldown. Is that in seconds or minutes? You know, let's see what it says. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Is that in minutes? Hold on. There's a little thing. Oh, value in seconds. Okay. So 3,600? No, 30 times 60 is 1,800. Okay, 1,800. Global cooldown. Let's say that we can't drink more than once every 5 minutes. So that'll be 300. Base cost. What? Loyalty cost. What is this about? Regular cost? Moderator cost. What? Why is there a cost here? Okay. Go back to general. Okay, so we'll just do drink then, because that's what you guys want. And then, okay, so seconds, ignore costs for now. Okay. Create new command, add aliases, set chance response message. Okay, so let's say that I want the chat response message to be username has called for a community drink, therefore everyone must drink. How would I, like, how do you get it so that way it, like, puts their name in there, so that way they get, like, some recognition for calling for a community drink? And then, let's see. Carl says, honestly, I could watch a whole live stream of just Doc teaching XWRO, Streamlabs, BRB, gonna get some popcorn and notepad. Carl says, exclamation point drink. Make it easy for chat to type. Dr. Kosanov says, I looked it up, so command is the first word, only one word, add a response, under advanced global cooldown, then add aliases. It's in seconds, ignore the costs for now. Okay. So again, how do I get the username? Oh, and I'm dying, apparently. Let me, like, not die? That'd be good, right? There we go. Not dying. All right. So, Carl says, still don't know how to @ someone, maybe @ user. I mean, I could look it up, I suppose. So let's, okay, so Streamlabs Cloud Bot response add user. Custom commands and variables, part 1. Are they useful? Custom. Oh, to username has been following blank for to user follower whatever thing. Followage title. What else we got here? The hell is followage? What are variables? What's the reply in? Okay, hang on. So we do little weird carrot looking thing, bracket thing, and then how about those 3 messages? What 3 messages? To user.name. Okay, to user.name has called for a community drink. Therefore, per the rules and regulations, everyone must, in all caps, should I put shall take a drink. Cheers. Permission is everyone. Template, do I need a template? Open bracket, then close bracket. Oh. I think YouTube blocks anything that looks like it could be programming because they want to prevent people from injecting code into the chat. Okay, so we will confirm CSRF token mismatch. Okay, so that just completely obliterated. Let's try this again. Let's see, to user.name, oops, user.name. Let's see, has, try this again, called for a community drink. Therefore, per the applicable rules and regulations, everyone shall take a drink. Cheers. Advanced, okay, member cost, no, I don't, okay, so that's 3,000. Yep, global cooldown 600. Add alias, oh, drink. Keyword. Okay. Oh, is that just the name of the, okay, hold on, let me confirm. Nope, CSRF token mismatch. Okay. Let's see. Type in variable in chat multiple times. YouTube keeps blocking it. Carl says gonna have to DM it to him. Dr. Goldsmith says I'll post it in the Discord. Carl says Zero has Discord now. You can message him through that. I thought as mid I'd see when YouTube blocked a message. Weird. Okay, so if you guys can see kind of what I'm typing in here, so I've got user.name has called for a community drink. All right, so this is kind of what I've got in here. So is that like the correct way to do this? Because it posted for the variable in general. All right, so I will open up Discord and attempt, no, I need to go into, sorry, work with me here. Click, there we go, Discord, open Discord. Apparently it's installing an update. That's fun. Okay. Okay, so now we go to the 0, 1 of 1 thing into the general, and then user.name at x for the variable. Likely you already have it done. So what I was reading is it said that you had to put in like 2 and then the username. So that's weird. Okay, so let me just do this again. Command drink. Okay, so user.name end bracket has called for a community drink. Therefore, applicable rules and regulations, everyone shall take a drink. Cheers. Okay, then we go to advanced. User cooldown is 3000, global cooldown 600. Alias again is drink. Add the alias, confirm. CSRF token mismatch. So, yeah, it didn't. Yeah, I'm still getting like a token mismatch, so I don't even know what that is. See, this is why, like, this isn't just something you can just pick up, man. I'm sure it's easy enough. Okay, so let's try this again. What if I just pick, oh. So I can pick a template. Alternative way to trigger. Do I need another way, or do I just, hang on, drink. So I have to start it with /me, and then username. Okay, so let me just, okay. Has called for a community drink. Regulations, everyone shall take a drink. Cheers. Confirm. CSRF token mismatch. Yeah, I don't know, man. It doesn't want me to do it. I mean, I guess I can keep trying it. Okay, so let me, okay, go back into here, add command, go for a template. Probably because bot isn't in chat yet. Dutch Close Enough says, sounds like it could be an authentication issue with Streamlabs and YouTube. You often have to mod the bot too for commands to work. And here I thought it was going to be easy. No, just did it again. It still doesn't want to work. All right, so look under variables in command. It will list every variable you can get. So an off-stream thing, I for sure. All right, so with that in mind, I think I am probably going to end the stream, and then maybe instead of doing an Ascension video, I might just see if I can get this bot thing up and running. All right, so Carl says, I think it'll work next time you stream, bot will hop in chat and it'll work. Sometimes it takes 10 to 15 minutes for it to join. I see. All right, but so that was interesting, I guess. Dr. Kosnov says, I'm happy to have a brief basic intro to chatbots for you both, Carl and Zero, as in it would be like 20 minutes to know where to look for stuff. Dr. Kosnov says, have a great night all. Again, thank you guys all for joining me. I do appreciate it. If you like what you saw, come back tomorrow. We'll do it again. Same time, same place, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time from Freedom Land. And we'll keep working on this. Maybe I'll have the chat bot thing up and running and you can do community drinks and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know, man. Anyways, that's going to be all I got. Tomorrow morning, I actually have a friend coming in town, so we're going to go and have breakfast, which is amazing. But I'm going to see if I can get... So I got the Stationers episode for tomorrow morning done already, so I got to get that uploaded. I forgot to do that. And then tomorrow morning, I'll probably do Sunday's Stationers episode, and then after breakfast, I'll probably do some WoW Ascension, get some of those videos done, and then we'll do another live stream at 7. So... should be fun. Anyways, that is all I got. Again, thank you guys all for joining me. And yeah, I'll see you next time.